Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will going to presentation about vowel phonemes. By my name is M Nasir Shafriza and
Swari Kurniati.
we will going to present this material. What is phonemes? A phoneme is a unit of sound that can distinguish one word from another in a particular language. A phoneme doesn't have any inherent meaning by itself, but when you put phonemes together, they can make words. Think of when adults trying to get a baby to say his or her first word. They often coax him or her to sound out the beginning of word by repeating that sound or phoneme over and over by saying something like mm, mm, mommy. The sound, often written as mah sound, is an example of phonemes. This is another example of phonemes. You can see by yourself. The first one is S, set, T, and tap, and etc. Phoneme segment. In studying speech, dividing the sequence into a small piece is called segment or break apart any word to recognize the sound of phonemes in that word. For example, if you say the word fun, you will hear that there are three sounds unit or phonemes in that word is F, U, and N, fun. The English phonetic code is complex, unlike simple transparent writing system in which phonemes are spelled consistently by one letter. In English, phonemes can be spelled by 1 to 4 letters. This is the basic concept of phonemes. The example of the phonemes spelled by 1 to 4 letter is sit, SIT, mail, MIL, catch, C, H, C, true, T, R, O, minimal pair. A minimal pair is two words that have different meanings but different from each other in only one sound. It means the minimal pair of word or phrases press that different by only one phoneme is, but they have different meaning. The words are used to demonstrate that two sounds are distinct phonemes in language. For example, in English, the word pet and bed form a minimal pair because they different by only one phonemes. The initial P sound and B sound respectively, but have different meaning. And these are some minimal example: bit versus bit, bit versus bit, boat versus boot, carburetor versus carburetor. The next one is going to presented by Kak Swari.
Okay, I will explain about part of lexical set. Lexical set is a group of words. Lexical set is a group of words that all fall under a single category based on a single shared phonological feature, following the work of phonetician John C. Wells. A lexical set is a class of words in a language that all share a certain vowel phoneme. As well, himself say, lexical set enable one to refer concisely to large groups of words which tend to share the same vowel and to the vowel which they share. Next, this is example of standard lexical sets by or based on Z.C. Wells, 1982. There are 27 of standard lexical sets. For example, number one, kid. Kid uh, followed by sheep or kid or limb or meat or build. It has same sounds E. Number two, dress. Dress sounds like step, app, ten, bread, friend, so it sounds like A. And number three, trap. Or four, lot. Lot, it sounds like stop, odd, box, swan, or wasp. It sounds like O. So there are 27 standard lexical sets. Next, phonemes and allophones. What is phoneme? Phoneme is the idea of the sounds and organizational unit for all its allophones. So phonemes, it is not real, but it is in our mind. So the real is called allophone. Allophone is the phonetic realizations of the phoneme in certain phonetic environment out. For example, on the below, phoneme T. The allophone is like TH. It's called we call top. Allophone number two, we can say stop. Allophone three is like example metal. You can either say metal like flap. Allophone four, for example, midden is like glottal stop. Next slide. There are three variety of allophones. It's called prevariation, naturalization, and morphonemics. Prevariation is sometimes sounds which are known to be independent phoneme in a language could occur in place of one another. Example, interchangeably in certain words without making them different in meaning. In English, the word economics is acceptable as economics, economics or economics in some varieties, but the vowels A and E are well known to constitute separate phonemes in English. Given minimal pairs like B-A-T, bat and bit, or wet and wheat. So then only words like economics and either are these phonemes A and E found in preparation. Preparation. Next slide. Is neutralization. Just the opposite of preparation is found in languages. When words are known to be two separate phonemes are pronounced with the same sound in a certain position within a word. For instance, in varieties of English where intervocalic T and D are flap. Both get pronounced in the same way. For example, somewhat like the. So T and D, it sounds like the. Then in words like breather and breather, both get articulate as read making them indistinguishable phonetically. In these words, the distinction between T and D get neutral as a flap articulation D or D, like that. Next slide. Morphonemics, or we are knowing as a morphoneme, is a theoretical unit at a deeper level of abstraction than traditional phonemes, and is taken to be a unit from which morphemes are built up. A morphoneme within a morpheme can be expressed in different ways in different allomorphs of that morpheme. For example, the English plural morpheme as appearing in words such as cats and dogs can be considered to be a single morpheme, which might be transcribed, for example, Z double slash before Z, double slash between Z, or Z only one slash, and which is realized phonemically as after most voiceless consonant, as in cats, and as Z in other cases, as in dogs. Oh,
Thank you for
uh, that's all for
our
our group
thank you for
about.
watching
Thank you for watching us.
and goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.